park and let someone else who can take it to where
with a wider vision,
to widen the vision, because sometimes the skill sets are different, like the commitment that's required is different. So that's very good. And there's a foundation that you have that has been doing some work in Kenya. Please just briefly talk about it so that people can know about what work you're doing in Kenya.
So much of the work that actually I'm going to be doing going forward is foundation work. Swahili Village, I'm about to give up that position as a CEO.
Yeah?
Say that again. Come back again.
He's about to give the kuna job. Amesema kuna job.
Yeah, that position, I'm going to give it up.
Are you guys hiring? Where can we apply? Because OneMic's
we're going to find some other person who will take this now
the day-to-day operations.
And then take it to the level that I want it to be. But
so is this based upon your vision? Whoever you're going to look into cover for CEO would have to align with the vision you have for Swahili Village, blah, 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 and all of that.
Yeah,
so this is not going to happen overnight.
The vision is clear. The path for our growth and where we want to go is very clear. It's defined. So that individual will work with that very clear vision. But majority of the work going forward for me is going to be foundation. After all, Swahili has been a foundation from the beginning.
Explain that, please.
It's a foundation in this way. This is the place that when people come from Kenya and they just want to start their lives, they walk it, right? And they can get a job. Those who are listening, a lot of you know that's how you got started. A lot of you know you went to college, got your first jobs, got your first degrees, and started your life through Swahili Village. A lot of them, we still hold it today. We've been a foundation for the African space to a lot of people. You may not know, quite a few of our employees, some of them came from soup houses.
Okay. I mean, I mean, I know this is not easy, Kevin. And, with success, this happens sometimes, and this is also very difficult for us, this is also very difficult for us as a show, but at the end of the day, we do have some people who feel aggrieved, and we do understand, where you come from in as far as building Swahili Village to where it is today. But at the same time, there is a group of people out there who feel aggrieved.
And who feel don't worry, yes.
Yeah.
Just got emotional a little bit.
Yeah. No. I mean that's understandable. You're talking about the foundation.
I'm telling you, that's been our journey, Lynn and myself. So we have a foundation now, officially called Kevin and Lynn ONYONA Foundation.
Okay. And Lynn, in this case, is your wife, for those who don't know.
And Lynn is my wife. If you remember that when you started the first restaurant, I was cooking in the kitchen. Lynn was waiting tables. Do you remember that?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The 50-seater. Was it 50? Or was it
was less. I mean, Kenyans.
I think it
wasn't 50,
50,
but Kenyans.
We made it 50.
It was more than 50, actually.
But, we had the outdoor that gave
gave us like a 30. Yeah.
There are times where we made it 200.
Ai, wewe mika bwana. Wewe ndio ulikuwa unakaa kwa stairs.
Saying that there are times where
actually
we made it 200.
we used to be in the back. Mm-hmm. Did you guys ever sit in the back? Outside in the back?
Yeah. No, yeah, I know.
by the painters, the
There
sign
was
guys.
there was no. There was an area behind the restaurant. Like you had to walk outside, go to the back in the literally behind the restaurant.
No,
The alley.
those
The
that's-
alley, yes,
yeah,
In the alley.
yeah.
Yeah. So I was just saying this to say that for the most part, we've played that part of the foundation as a restaurant. There are people out there today who will, testify to how they started their journey through Swahili. But now it's time to do really what I love to do, which is to be available to change and to make an impact in community. I believe I've done my part here. And the journey is still so long in my mind. This new CEO has now to take it to,
The next level.
the 50 locations that I always talked about.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you actually know what the 50 locations should be, or are you mapping them as you go?
I know at least a good 30
Okay.
are already marked that I know that they must happen.
Within the US, or are you
Within
also going
the
beyond?
US, and he has to give us an outdoor footprint in international
In the international
markets,
market.
like Dubai. Dubai is crying for Swahili Village.
Okay.
If you ask me, China is crying for Swahili Village. You have a captive audience of people doing business in China.
Yes.
In Guangzhou, for instance, you are captured there for a good month or two, and you eat Chinese food every day. People lose their minds. there.
Yes. Mhm.
Imagine if you had a solid Swahili village.
Me, I think I would take them to India,
In
where
China.
where guys are going for what is it called, health tourism. But what do I know?
And what about Europe? What about Europe?
Yeah.
So that journey is it's a good journey for the next set of people who would work with me on that journey to make it be realized.
And Kevin, I want to jump in right there. Allow me to interrupt you that when you said allow the next set of
set.
people that you want to travel that journey with you. I know back in 2019 you said that franchising is one of the things that you're never going to do. And you were looking at maintaining the brand as it is in its own unique way. Right now, is it something that you will consider? And if not, what about those people who would feel like they would love to invest and join into the Swahili Village family?
You can invest in Swahili Village even right now. The one thing that I will not let Swahili Village do is to become
A franchise. You mean like
A franchise,
McDonald's?
yeah. A lot of things are lost in translation when become a franchise. Just becomes a business. So if I become a franchise, I have to find a machine to make a samosa. Will you eat a machine-made samosa? You want your samosa to be organic, it to be real. It should have the hands of the person
Right,
who made
yeah.
it. Chapati, for instance. Do you want chapati to be made in
La caparata.
like a parata? No.
Where wacha kucheka
So
madogo za
I'm
news.
thinking, as far as we'll drive it, this is now the challenge that we're going to give to our next leaders in this space, to keep it as a corporation. Do you know that there are corporations in this country that own up to 15,000 locations across the country?
Mhm.
Yeah, most people don't know that Outback Steakhouse is same as it's owned by the same group as owns.
So it's Outback is not a franchise.
Outback is not a franchise. It's a
Okay,
corporation.
wow. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
You know,
interesting. I did not know that.
Ruby Tuesdays, those are corporations, and
Okay.
and the same restaurant can own multiple different chains.
Yeah, same corporation. Yeah.
But they're a corporation. They're not franchised.
Okay.
And I'd like to see a corporation out of Swahili Village that has that footprint. Right now, my mind is 50. That's how I saw it. But
Mhm.
look, there's going to come some young man or old man who thinks there should be 1,000, and why not?
Okay.
So
And it's also interesting, like I've been learning, like in finance school, I learned about scaling. Like when you want to take a company from where it is right now to grow maybe 10, 20 or 50 fold, you may need new leadership. And I guess that's where, like you said, you're going to step back and let someone else who can take it to where,
with a wider vision,
to widen the vision, because sometimes the skill sets are different. Like the commitment that's required is different. So that's very good. And then DJ Tucha here says the same community that he's been helping is now persecuting him even before he's found guilty.
Ali, let me correct this one.
Yeah,
I think, and as you're alluding to that other gentleman, we have 17 different nationalities, especially in DC alone.
Mm-hmm.
And the notion that Kenyans are the ones who are doing this is actually really wrong. It's not true. And whereas I don't know who is leading the complaint,
yeah,
I do not believe, not an ounce of me believe as Kenyans.
Okay.
But, I could be wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm not driven to feel like Kenyans are not supporting me. Actually, I'm the one who has always told you that I have 100% of Kenyan support. Because if you look at our demographic, we get a good nipping on 10% of our customer base is Kenyans.
Okay.
But if you think about it seriously, we only constitute.
We are very few.
That percentage is what we constitute within the relative to the number of Africans.
Yeah.
In the DMV.
The DMV, yes.
And I get 100% of it.
You get 100%. So that 10% is almost 100%.
It's 100% of Kenyans.
Mm-hmm.
So I am one who has never sat in a place to devalue the value of what Kenyans did. Now remember when we started this restaurant, it was 100% Kenyans.
Yes.
In shukas and washing our hands.
Yeah.
I want those days to come back. Those shukas and washing our hands.
And this will happen in all our locations. Even when we opened Jazzy,
it was mostly Kenyans who started.
The first wave of that warm market.
Yeah.
Kenyans come to satisfy that, yes, your food is good.